Testing 1 2 3 and we are live. What's up guys, George the Cloud here. My name is Jorge, aka George. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Just want to say guys, before we get started, real quick, thank you so much. We have achieved 10,000 subscribers. Unfathomable, crazy, unreal. It feels like it went by so fast and I am just very grateful. So I appreciate you guys being here, especially you guys, the Hog family, Tom McDonald fans, because you were some of the first people to kind of, start off the wave that brought the channel to the way it is now. Did that make sense, what I just said? But you get what I'm saying. I'm just happy. So today we're checking out Tom McDonald, The Machine. I will have a playlist at the end of the video, top right about here, with all the Tom McDonald reactions that I have done so far, in case you want to check them out, including the last one, which was Facts, with Ben Shapiro, and that was pretty hype. So make sure you check those out if you're interested. For now, let's get right into the video. Get some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go.
I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Why the hell can't I just be American without getting political? The system gon' suppress us all, they don't care about the cost. How's this a democracy when we got communists in charge? Cancel culture Nazis, all they're missing is the swastikas. Honestly, this is a psychological holocaust. Pumping propaganda through the screen and straight into your brain. You ain't on a plantation, but you definitely still a slave. Race theory is indoctrinating children. Tell blacks they're disadvantaged, tell whites they got white privilege. What a brilliant way to reinforce division. If whites believe they have it easy, they will never help you fight the system. And now they burning books in untraditional ways. They just traded newspapers for the digital age. Now the facts can be deleted with no physical flames. They just change the information and the truth gets erased. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. Progressive and traditional are hitmen hired to kill the individual. They label people red or blue, divide us, they don't ever help. They want you thinking left or right, so you ain't thinking for yourself. Go ahead and vote, cause both the parties are the same side. Two teams, one coach, controlled by the same guys. Left wing, right wing, both help the same bird fly. Brainwashing everybody at the same time. The internet was once a place that we could get our facts from. Now it's been monopolized, it's Google or it's Amazon. Who fact checking the fact checkers? I can answer that one. The people who control the narratives through the platforms. Let me break this down for you, simple as I can, Kate. They use social conditioning to put you in the rat race. It doesn't matter if you're first or third or if you're last place. You're still a rat and they're the cats who kill you so you can't escape. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid. I am not Republican, I am not a liberal. I am just a man who knows they're scared of a nation that's thinking critical. They kill us or they lock us up for nothing like we're criminals. Divide us cause they know that unified we are invincible. Questioning the government's agenda is controversial, but promoting guns and liquor in our music is commercial. They're confusing us with pronouns they made up to make us triggered. You can call me what you want, but just don't call me late for dinner. School teaches you to learn and never teaches you to think. So you absorb misinformation, then you practice what they preach. You ain't free, can't you see that's how they want you to act? That's called conforming to the norm, you don't need freedom for that. I'm not Republican or liberal or left-wing or right-leaning. I took the red pills cause that's who's fighting for my freedoms. And you don't need to choose to be accepted, they both fake teams. Evil runs the world now like hell ain't got no vacancy. They keep screaming to wake up, but they're all woke, not awake. We know the system has failed us and all the media's fake. I swear the government hates us. Having opinions is dangerous. The system built to enslave us only works if we're afraid.
Yeah. All right, guys, you should
Academia es el
get
mejor
ready
bootcamp de
for
programación
the
en Colombia.
commentary
Nuestros
because I have a
egresados
lot to
trabajan
say.
en
I'll try not to
muchísimas
make the video
empresas de
too long, of
Colombia, de
course,
LATAM,
but
de Estados Unidos, empresas
there's a lot to
multinacionales
unpack
y
here.
tenemos
First
egresados.
things first, we skip this ad for the love of God. Sick and tired of the ads, you know what I mean? We hit the like, subscribe, already subscribed. I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So, Tom McDonald. Man, I love this guy because you guys have mentioned it before in the comments. And by the way, you should comment. I greatly appreciate it. That he really brings his whatever mood he's in, whatever he's feeling at the moment, into his songs, right? Because we all go through phases, different chapters of our lives. We can't just stay, linear the entire time. So we have ups and downs, and he makes it kind of clear with whatever a vibe he gives off in his tracks. So for example, I remember Superman, right? When he was basically just sitting down playing the guitar, and that was like completely different. He was very like toned down. Then we saw Facts, which was more of like this hyped track. It was supposed to be, fun, like a little bit goofy, still with some serious points, but it had Ben Shapiro, so it was unexpected. It was this interesting collab. And now we have this song, The Machine, going again political. And actually, the last few songs that I've reacted from him were still political because I've had to go back into his catalog and check out everything else. I'm just looking at the playlist here that I have just so I don't forget. Okay, so I did recently Politically Incorrect and White Boy. So guys, please make sure you check those out because I, especially like Politically Incorrect, I go so much into detail, and White Boy as well. So I don't want to have to keep repeating myself. But basically, what I get from this song, the message is the machine is like the establishment, right? They're trying to make us into sheep, just kind of boxing us in and even dividing us into different groups, like he's saying, what are you, left, right, Democrat, Republican, liberal, whatever, and also into race. There's a lot of, see, this is why I like his music when he talks about race, because I don't hear it often, and whenever I do hear another rapper talking about race, it's just like a quick line and it doesn't really like explain anything, it doesn't help or elaborate. It's just like, oh, something about racism, and that's it. But here, he goes into depth, not specifically this song but just in general, and also the different genders and all this stuff. And guys, I like to give you, if you're still listening up to this point, I appreciate it. I like to give you a different perspective because right now I am in Colombia, South America, but I lived in the US for 15 years, so I'm pretty much half and half, right, in terms of my lifespan, whatever I've spent in each country. And I get the I kind of get the culture for both countries. And here, like I've said this before, in Colombia, it's not, we don't have these types of issues. I guess people are more unified. And of course, everyone's always complaining about corruption, the government, all that stuff. And they think this is, one of the most corrupt countries because it might be. They do it very obviously, but in the United States, it's more like a psychological corruption or deception. I don't even know what it is. In his terms, maybe even slavery, right? One of the lines he mentions is, you don't have to work at a plantation to be a slave, something like that. And it's true because it doesn't have to be, physical, like extortion. It is mental, psychological, and that's why I feel like Americans have so much like so many mental disorders, and there's so many crazy people all the mass shootings, it all kind of ties together. It goes around, right? Full circle. Which, like I said, it's not like that here. It's different, of course. You know, crime or corruption, whatever it is, it just works at a different level, at a more like mundane, kind of regular. I don't even. It's gonna take too long to go into this to describe, but you hopefully you get what I'm saying. It's that in the United States they have this system where, because there's so much diversity in the country, it is like there's so many groups, even within the states, right? You know, people from like Texas are going to be way different than California, and different from Washington, so on and so forth. So I think what he's trying to say here is that don't don't really worry about who is in power or who's telling you those things in the government, the media, whatever, because you can't really do anything about it. And it's the same idea I've had since 2016 when there was the election, right? The finals were, uh, Trump versus Hillary. I'll say it again. I was voting for Bernie Sanders. It's just, who I connected with more at that time. Still believe he is a good human being. I don't know. I think you have your intuition and you can tell who is who based on, their actions, what they say, and their kind of demeanor. Just, I don't know, you can tell who you vibe with. And to me, he is a very special person. And I still think Trump and Hillary are evil. I'll just say it. You might not, sorry if you disagree and you're whatever. But in that election, I was like, okay, this is not, there's nothing we can do. I remember when Trump won and we had class the next day. We were staying up all night, right? Watching the polls and everything, the votes coming in. And it's like, oh wow. It was 3 a.m. or something like that. And we were like, with my friends, damn, like Trump won. It felt surreal. And some people were like, oh my God, it's game over. What are we gonna do? Is there even class tomorrow? And the next day, everyone went to, whoever went to class, to college. This was in art school. They were just like zombies. There was just like this empty quietness in the air, and everyone knew what we felt, and they just didn't want to talk about it. But anyway, I'm still going into detail and this is taking too long, so I apologize, guys. I'm trying to make my commentary shorter, but there's a lot to say. So anyway, people thought the country was gonna get destroyed, everything. Of course, it wasn't a good presidency by any means. But from that point on, I just thought to myself, I'm not going to worry about, who the president is or who's in power or what's going on. I'm just going to do my thing. I'm still going to paint, still going to work out. I'm still going to listen to music, watch videos, live my life the way I did before, no matter who is in charge. Yes, it does affect me in some way, and it might sound selfish that it's like, oh, so you just don't care? You're not going to vote? You're not? I mean, to me, not really. I just don't think it's going to make that much of a difference because, like he's saying in this video, both parties are from the same, they're just puppets. Like the presidents aren't even, nowadays, I think, just personal opinion, I think it started to go downhill after JFK. JFK was the last, like, real president, let's put it that way. Everyone after that is just like it's like an image. You know what I mean? It's like an actor, right? You're just seeing them for their image and you don't really know what's behind them. So I just thought, whatever. They both work for the same guy, somebody, behind the scenes, pulling all the strings, that has a lot more power than we could ever know. And you never hear about those people because they are very low profile, of course, and they are protected. So all that to say that, guys, just live your life. really don't emphasize on different sides, picking teams. Even on the internet now, it's everything is about team. You have an opinion, and it's like, okay, pros and cons, like people that are for and against, and it just becomes this battle, endless and needless battle to just try to prove whoever's right in their opinion. And it's most of the time based on likes, right? Whoever gets the most likes, or whatever, whatever platform you're using, comments, hearts. But it shouldn't work that way. Just live your life. Don't worry about other people's opinions. Don't worry about, who is at the top, because there's nothing really that you can do. There's not that much. So just keep doing you. That's what I'm doing, guys. I rarely watch the news now. If there's something really important, it gets to me by some other form. People tell me, friends, family, whatever, but I don't watch the news anymore. It's just like negative energy in my life, and I'm feeling better ever since I started to not watch the news or things like that, political things going on around me. I have been doing just fine, I think. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. If you stayed all the way through, I want you to pause the video right now. I'm asking you kindly. Type in the comments, Pineapple Express. Do it. Pineapple Express. That's how I know you stayed for the whole commentary, and I really appreciate it. Hit the like, subscribe, share, join the channel, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.